Hey there, this is Mr. Naylor. I want to talk to you a little bit about your focus notes. Sometimes you'll see them called Cornell notes. It's either one. But for us in my econ and my government classes, they are guided focus notes, which means I've given you some information. I want you to complete other information on there and then submit them for a grade. Let's go through them so we have a better understanding. So when you come to each unit, one, two, three, four, and five has focus notes, um, and they are at the very beginning. You'll see right after the introduction for lesson one, in this case of unit one, or lesson whatever of unit two and three and four and five and so on. And I can show you where those are in a second. You'll see economics focus notes. This is economics class. If it's government, it'll say unit one, government, focus notes. You can see down here in, scroll all the way down, unit two, they are right at the start of the lesson, right after the introduction. Same thing for unit three, unit four, unit five, not unit six. There's not any for unit six. So anyway, let's go back up here. Back to the top. All right. Here's your focus notes. You'll notice they are not, this one is not worth points because this, when you click on here, and yours might look a little bit different because this is my side of things, but you will have one of these in a Google Doc form that you can click on and it will download to your computer. If for some reason this doesn't work for you, you need to let me know. So reach out, email, IM, text, whatever that is, and let me know. And then I have a hard copy that I can send to you. But in order to get a grade on them, you're going to have to send it back to me. So you're either going to resubmit it, and I'll show you where that is in a second. But anyway, you're going to click on this document here like this, and you'll get something that looks like this. Economics Guided Cornell Notes. And that's if you're in my econ class. Again, it'll say Government Guided Cornell Notes if you're in government class. But either one, Economics Unit 1, here's the objectives from the unit. So these are the things that we're trying to learn that you should know after the end of the unit. And then cues, or in this case, these are like questions that you need to answer over here in the notes page. So what types of employment education options are available after high school? And then over here, you would answer that question. Same thing for what choices does one need to consider, what is advertising, and so on and so forth. This one's probably one of the longer ones, and it has, 10, 12 questions there, maybe 14 questions there, but that's probably the longest one. When you're done, when you've filled in this side here, then after reviewing what you have learned in 1 to 2 paragraphs, this is the important part. 1 to 2 means 1 to 2, not 1 to 2 sentences. Okay. And don't write a 5 paragraph essay here. I don't need that. I just need 1 to 2 quick paragraphs explaining the importance of personal finance to your daily lives. So, what's personal finance? You're going to ask yourself, what is that? What does that mean? What kinds of questions up here are related to personal finance? There's a lot of them. So, those kinds of things. And then, how does that impact your daily life? And it's going to continue to impact it forever and ever. So anyway, so that's for unit one. And then right down here, this is a cool part because I want you to find something else, some other way to connect to this information that you've learned up here using pictures, words, but preferably not like words, but images or diagrams, maybe words that you get off the internet or something like that, like images that have words in it. So we want to look for those, and you can cut and paste those right into this space because this is your document. This is something that you need to like own these notes because you're going to use these notes on your tests. Okay. You can reference them. It's going to gather all the information that you need so you do really well on your exam for this entire unit. So this covers the whole unit. Okay. So go at the end. I want you to go through this process here. Did you go back and highlight vocabulary words and underline important facts? So you might have a vocabulary word, advertising or budgeting. Just underline it or highlight it. Okay. Remember that term because that's going to show up somewhere. I'm not asking you to define that term per se. I am here on taxes, but you know what I mean. Did you add images? Did you fill out every box of the notes template, including your name? That's key. You can also put your name up here in the title so you can make a copy. When you download that, it's going to get you that, but include your name somewhere in the document. Okay. It's going to save for you if you're in Google Docs, so you don't have to worry about that. If you can answer all these questions, then you are ready to submit your notes. Okay. How do you submit them to me? So the you can always email them to me. However, I would prefer that they come to me in this form. So you're going to do them on your computer, and then you're going to, oops, I clicked the wrong button. You want to go back to, again, this is to your course. And then once you get through Unit 1, as you go through the unit, you're filling it out, you're answering these, doing the workbook, doing the checkpoints, and at the very end, right before you get to your exam, okay, you're going to find the economics focus notes submission page, and that is where you submit them. You open it up here when you get to that, and it'll come in the line. So it'll look a little different again. Remember that. Here is where you submit your focus notes for this unit. Pretty self-explanatory. There's going to be a text box. You can input a website URL, or you can upload a file to that. So you could cut and paste that document, put it in there. The best way is file uploads. If you don't know how to upload a file, IM me. We'll get on the screen and we'll figure that out. But that is where you submit them. So you download them at the beginning of the unit and you submit them at the end of the unit. I hope that answers any questions you might have. Oh, one last thing. Focus notes are worth 15% of your grade. 1-5. So if you don't do any focus notes and you get 100% on everything else, the highest grade you can get in the class is 85%. Okay? That's a mid-range B. So do your focus notes, because you might be amazing. You're all amazing, but you might crush the class, but all you'll get is a B in the class if you don't do your focus notes. These are super easy. It's super important for you to do these, because you'll do much better on your exams if you fill them out and complete them. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me some way. Send a carrier pigeon, however it is that you want to contact me. Let me know that you're having that you're struggling with this. Don't save these till the end. Do them while you're doing the unit. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.